Well, hey, y'all. I'm here. Woohoo. Made it. I'm going to switch to the live chat. Looks like it's just a couple of folks. That's all right. I'm here. We're all here together, whether we're in the future together or right here in the now together. Thank y'all for coming to the OraCola show here on March 27th, 2024. Oh my goodness. We are almost through the end of March and we got that whole big ass solar eclipse coming up in April on the 8th. April 8th. I love some good alliteration. And yeah, we are in the middle of some eclipse energies. We just had the full moon eclipse on the 25th, which was Monday. And yeah, lots of shit's going down. Lots of shit's going down, including bridges in Baltimore. Oh, was that too soon? Sorry. Anyway, welcome to the show. I hope y'all are having a good end of March. I hope y'all are maintaining in this crazy world that we're living in. I will be here for about an hour, and I do not have a lotto ticket to scratch off tonight. So it's going to be an hour of pure OraCola madness. So if you want to get in on that, the way to do it is to first be logged into your Google, and then second, get in the chat and then type your question for the universe in all caps so I can see it because I'm pretty blind. I need to go to the eye doctor. In fact, this is one of the last sets of these shitty contacts that I hate. So I'm going to be going to the eye doctor pretty soon to get me some new contacts that hopefully I won't need to use readers with. But actually, at this point, I've kind of accepted that I might have to use them no matter what. I know, it's crazy. Anyway, so that's what we do. You put your question in the chat. I will spin the Wheel of Fortunes, which is right here. And it's got a bunch of different ways for the universe to answer your question. And yeah, we will see what happens. That's what we do here on the OraCola every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central here on youtube.com/channel RCCola. Like and subscribe if you hate. Okay. Sorry, my beer's too far away. Hold up. All right, so that's how it works. I'm sure everybody watching is family and y'all already know how it works, but I got to say this just for the folks who are watching it in the future. After this thing blows up and everyone like goes and digs through the old episodes to find shit to cancel me by. Yeah, got to put that in there. So, who we got in the chat? We got Patrick. Hey, Carol Jean. Hey, Goog. Hey, we got the whole family. Like the family in the family is here. This is excellent. I love it. Yeah, this is a good time. I hope that we have a good time tonight because, yeah, I avoided getting rained on. This is how smart I am. Like I knew today was going to be a good day because first of all, I got the light going to work and it was a stale green. And it was still green when I needed to turn or go straight or whatever I need to do. And it was a miracle because it had been green a long ass time. So first thing in the morning, I'm like, okay, going to be a good day. And then the second thing, a few things happened. Not everything was perfect, but I was able to find a workaround for all the shit that didn't go right. So I feel like good energy. We're in the eclipse season, like I said. So yeah, it's feeling good. Apollo ain't drank no water yet, but I feel like it could happen. Although I should have put more water in his bowl now that I think about it. But whatever. Too late now. He ain't going to die of thirst in the hour I'm going to be here. Anyway, let's see. Oh my goodness. Amazon reviews for calamine lotion. Okay, so I have a memory of calamine lotion when I had the chicken pox. And I remember it didn't fucking work. It just made my skin get stained with that pink shit. And it got all crusty and it was hard to scrub off. And I just don't recommend the calamine lotion. Maybe if you have a mild itch, but not no chicken pox itch. That shit did not work. Okay, well, All right. House sale. We got one for Carol Jean. Got you that. And then what are we drinking? We're just drinking a beer tonight. I'm sorry, I was lazy. So there's a fun little koozie. But yeah, I was just lazy. So sorry. Mm. Okay. House sale for Carol Jean. This has been asked before. I don't know if the answer that you got before was useful, but we'll try it again. Ready? Here we go. Oh, shit. I forgot. We got to do the ritual. Forget that. We'll do that in a minute. We got to do the ritual. I almost forgot. Jumping the gun. Okay. So, first thing I like to do before we start this actual oracling is burn some sacred wood because honestly, this is the best way to start any kind of thing is just to make it smell better. And that's what we're doing. We're making our space smell better. It's always pleasant, always. It's never a bad thing to make the place you're in smell better. Never. This is never a wrong opinion or opportunity or thing to do or any way you want to phrase it. Always making it better, especially smelling better, is the choice you want to make. Okay. Burn the sacred wood. Smells glorious. Oh my goodness. And then we got to ring the bell. Let the universe know that we're here and we're ready to receive the wisdom that the universe is willing to give us. And then we got our pathogen wand to get rid of any nasty pathogens, man-made or natural. There she goes. She's difficult. She prefers to be patted in just the right way, but she will turn on if you give her the time she needs. Oh my goodness. See, Prance just popped in. Hey, Prance, good to see you. All right, pathogen wand has been waved. All the nasties are out of the way. And then we got our Prospera spray. And honestly, this is going way faster than the Rich Bitch Witch spray. If y'all remember, that took me a couple years to get through because I didn't actually love the way it smelled. Even though I tried to doctor it up a little bit, I just didn't love it. So I didn't spray it a lot. But this, I love the way it smells. In fact, when I ain't taking a shower, I need to go back to work and it's a little bit funky in places, I will just spray this on me. And then at least I know I smell that. I don't know if other people can smell me over that, but I don't care as long as I can smell this. And this is the Prospera spray. So we're going to spray it over our head, let it rain down upon us. That earthy, sweet smell in abundance, also known as patchouli. But you know what? Some people are triggered by that word. I would just prefer to like spray this in crowd, and everybody probably would like it. And if I told all of them beforehand that there was patchouli in it, some folks would have already made up their mind to hate it. But if I just sprayed it and people just was able to like be in it, most I would say the vast majority would probably be okay with it. And most of them would think it was nice. That's just my opinion on the patchouli conundrum because I don't get it. Smells good to me. Oh my goodness. All right, we ain't got no more in the chat. Well, we do have one more ritual, which we're going to do. We're going to anoint our chakras with this Florida water to make sure they're nice and spick and span and spinning around and around and around and around and fully lubricated for the universe's wisdom. There we go. All right. Oh, Apollo has decided to drink water, even though I did not give him fresh water and it's just his dregs from earlier. He must be real thirsty. So, yeah, it's going to be a good show. Good thing y'all tuned in. All right. Well, we did have a question, and I will get back to it. And I will spin again because obviously I was not prepared when I spun it the first time. So we're going to go to the house sale question for Carol Jean. We're going to spin again. Oh, OraCola's choice. Okay. Well, this gives me the option to choose an oracle for your question. Now, let me go back and look. Let's see. House sale again. So just a general house sale question. Got it. Should you sell? Should you stay? There's a lot of positives and negatives to both situations. I get it. I get it. And Apollo gets it too. He's over here saying hi. You want to say hi, buddy? Here, let's see if I can get him to actually look. There he is. He's looking. Look at these people. Oh, well, he didn't look very long, but y'all got to see his face. Anyway, so yeah, for the house. I'm feeling rhetorical. I feel like this one might have a literary answer that is going to be something you're going to have to investigate. But when you investigate, aka read the book, or at least read the Cliff's Notes or the Wikipedia or whatever the kids are doing these days. I don't know the cheat for books, but there's a way to get the plot and all the themes and all that shit. You can read this and maybe get the answer that you seek from this literary exploration. Let's see what the universe has to say about your house, whether you should sell it or not, whether it's going to work out or not. Oh, the things we need to know. Okay, hold up. Oh, yeah, I forgot. These cards I told y'all a couple weeks ago I spilt on them. And not all of them, just some of them, but they warped some and they're difficult to shuffle now. I mean, it ain't like these is the highest quality shuffling cards. They're more art cards than anything, but I like to bend the rules, even if these cards don't like to bend right now. Okay, here we go. Carol Jean House. What literary inspiration should be the guide? Here we go. We got, Jane Austen. Okay. So this is very much about people who are well off and who are not actually dealing with the troubles of life that most people deal with because they ain't peasants. And they're trying to figure out how to do something that most people honestly would never even think about doing. Like how to get married to somebody richer than you. Most people don't have that choice. They get married to the person that knocks them up. That's usually how it works. So you have high aspirations, obviously. Maybe you need to think about it the way a rich person would. How would a Richie Rich deal with this conundrum? You got to take out any sympathies you got for the poors when you're making your decision, because the Richie Riches don't consider the poors. This is rough to hear if you was once a poor and you rose up, because you still got some sympathy unless you're a total sociopath, which a lot of them are. But yeah, I feel like you need to just be very ruthless in your business making decision about this and just line up the pros and cons and do the best thing financially. Don't get suckered into whole like Robin Hood shit. Just, Pride and Prejudice and all the Jane Austen books, as fun as they are, they're always about upward social mobility. And in the time, that was usually the only way women could be an entrepreneur. Think about it. If you was an ambitious woman in them times and you was born in the right circles, and hell, even some of them wasn't, and they managed to get up. Those are the tenacious bitches right there. But most of them in that circle was like, you know what? This is the only way I can prove that I'm intelligent enough to succeed. If I can get this man that's out of my league, if I can hook it. And so, yeah, I think that, all them Jane Austen novels is aspirational inspiration for the women entrepreneurs of the time, because what could they sell besides their own body? All they had was themselves. They didn't have, most of them didn't have nothing else besides like their body and maybe possibly a little bit of land or money if all their brothers died in the war. And then, that's how it works. That's how it works. Women always got to prostitute themselves to get ahead. So do what you got to do with the house. Do what you got to do. Good luck. Oh, yeah. I hope that helped. I'm glad you love her, because I do love some Jane Austen. I like the movie adaptations, even though a lot of times they're silly and they totally just don't get the point. But I did read Jane Austen as a young person, not just because it was assigned in school, just because I enjoyed reading. I was one of them kids. I was a closet nerd. But yeah, I did enjoy them. Maybe I should revisit them. Although I feel like I am not in any kind of place where I'm looking for a husband or a mate or any kind of savior. Because, yeah, I know that also is fraught with difficulty. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, we just got the family here in the house tonight. Family plus Prince. That's all right. That's all right with me. We got about another 40-ish minutes in the show with no lotto ticket. So, yeah, if you got questions for the universe, even if you think they're frivolous or silly, put them in the chat. We're here to answer the questions. We don't care about the questions. I might judge the question in the moment, but that depends on your question. If you don't want to be judged, don't be ashamed to put the question in the chat. Just put it in there in a way where I won't judge you. That's all. That's all. All right. We got one from Goog. I need guidance for helping with the HOA website, please. All right. HOA. I've already said this is something you don't need to fuck with, because it's never going to give you any satisfaction. Only going to give you grief and possibly cancer from the stress. But let's see. Oh, the magic hate ball. It's appropriate that Karen gets involved in the HOA question. So let's see. Helping with the HOA website. So you didn't specify anything about it. You just had a general question. Karen is a more concrete black and white yes and no bitch. So will you help with that website? Or should you help with the website? I don't know. There's a lot of prefixes on that you could put there, but let's see what Karen thinks, and you can interpret it however you fucking like. Remember, Karen don't count, only you. Here we go. What does this say? Oh my God. As I see it, yes. Okay. Yes, you should do whatever you just thought in your head. Oh, she's even showing it to you. This is special, y'all. So yeah, Karen is showing her ass to the whole community right now, and she is not ashamed. She's not shying away from it. The button, the hole, all of it, the innards is all there for you to witness. So whatever you thought of in your head, when I put that in your head, there's your answer. Yay. It's rare that Karen lets you see the thing. It's so rare that when it happens, I feel like I need to pause it for a second so we can all absorb the energy of the moment because it's a momentous moment. All right. Anybody else have a question? I feel like I got through all of them. I did. Very well. Excellent. Good times. Yeehaw. Ha 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 ha. Mm. Nobody has a question? Y'all are boring. Y'all are so boring. Should I get some tea? I feel like the beer is not quenching my thirst. I might need some tea. Are y'all done with that? Put it in the chat. Say, hey, I want some tea. So I know you're at least watching. I mean, I'm happy to get pity watches if you just turn it on and you go do some other shit. I'm okay with that. But I kind of rely on the back and forth between the chat to actually give me fucking material. Come on, this is a comedy show. This is how this works. So I'm doing crowd work here, and it's just digital crowd work. So play along, bitches. Play along. It won't hurt you. You might even get a good joke out of it. You never know. It's all improvised. Woo! Okay. Tea. Everybody is a tea. All right. Everybody wants tea. Y'all are lazy. I get it. I get it. Getting that spring lazy on. You know, you had your initial boost, but then it kind of got chilly here in Texas again. And you're like, everybody's like, oh, I don't want to do anything. It's cold outside. Where? All right. Well, here's your tea, bitches. Drink it up. Okay. What is this? What is this shit? P. Diddy, or as some savvy commenters have quipped, P. Diddler. No, okay. So this is, first of all, not good news for all his victims, which I think many of them are superstars and people that we know and people that we enjoy their art. But yeah, all the tea is coming out about P. Diddy and Puffy and Sean Combs and all the things that supposedly has been going down for a while that people have been talking about, just like a lot of other Hollywood. You know, I get the feeling after a few of these rounds and several that were hushed up but still visible because somebody made a documentary, that this is the actual way shit works in the entertainment industry. You know, there was a time when I was young, when I was not kind of naive, which, you know, thinking back, if you look at the Hollywood studio system and how, you know, all them people got fucked up, I feel like this is a continuation of the thing that they denied and convinced us wasn't happening. And then they kept doing it underground and it got even freakier. And now it's all coming out. It's all coming out. And the whole P. Diddy thing, girl. I mean, I've heard the rumors for a few years, more than a few, actually, a lot of years, because I do pay attention to gossip websites and I do pay attention to conspiracy theories. You know, I take it all in. I don't necessarily agree with all of it when I hear it, but I take it all in. And I know that this has been something that's bubbling up every so often. But now that it's hitting up, like I just don't know who P Diddy didn't pay off. Who didn't Diddy diddle? Like what did he say no to? That's what I got to know. Or was he always going to be a sacrifice and was allowed to carry on and frolic until his bill came due? I don't know. I don't know how it works with the man all the time. The man is shifty. But I will say that the details of this are, wow, lots of info there. And also not surprising because it seems to follow the same pattern as a lot of other shit we've heard about. So yeah, P. Diddler is going to get a chance to pay the fiddler. And we're going to get to watch it. and this is going to be our bread and circuses, one of the many things, while the man continues to do other horrible things to us, while we're distracted by this and inflation and just being poor as fuck. So yeah, there's my tea on that. I feel like I put it in the pot a little bit ago because this has been bubbling up for a while, and it finally came out. And I know that there was this recording that supposedly was him and some other rapper doing the nasty. And I don't know if it was the real thing or if it was just a recording of some porno or just some amateurs just recording it. But it did sound very convincing whenever you listen to it. Just because, it sounded like two people going at it hard. That's all I know. Yeah, don't look that shit up. Just don't look it up. It's a short clip anyway. Not worth it. Oh my goodness. Oh, hey Philip, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Love to see you here. Oh, you're welcome. Goog has a question. Tips to win the virtual stock trading game I'm playing in. And Philip has a question too. Okay, so we'll do Goog's first and then we'll get to Philip's. So, first question, tips to win the virtual stock trading game. Let's see. What we got? Oh, the Book of Revelation. Well, this could be a very, very meaty thing that requires you to do some extra reading. Just saying. Although, look what I did. Remember, I had the idea that I should have written this all down ahead of time instead of having to use the random number generator to figure it out, like just to look it up. Look, I wrote down all of the chapters and verse counts of the Book of Revelation. Ain't that smart? It only took me, 3 years to figure that shit out? I wasn't doing that just to waste time, y'all. I just literally did not think I should have just skipped ahead to this step. So all we got to do is just do the random number generator. I don't have to go look in the Book of Revelation to find how many verses are in the chapter. I got it written down. I got it fucking written down. I'm so smart when I want to be 5 years late or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, we got to do the random number generator part, of course, because that's how it works. Okay. Go to Google. Google. Googly goo. Googly goo. Not to be confused with Googaloo. Googly goo. Googly goo. Okay. Random number. There it is. Okay. So we got 22 verse chapters in the Book of Revelation. Let's generate. Chapter 12 has, chapter 12 has 17 verses, y'all. 17. We're going to put that in. See how fast that was? Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. Okay. 17. There we go. 1. There we go. Verse 1. Chapter 12, verse 17, verse 1. 12, 17, 1. I still got to figure out a way to remember the chapter because sometimes I forget in the amount of time it takes me to get to the verse. But I did remember this one. All right, 12, verse 1. So Book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 1 for Goog and the virtual stock trading game. Oh, I got to put on these things too. I forget about this until I can't actually read the script. And then I'm like, God damn it. I'm old. Fucking old. Oh, God. I'm old and I didn't actually catch on to them. Okay. Here we go. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. Well, it sounds very positive to me. I feel like this is a wondrous event, an occasion where some glorious being is going to come out of the sky and just like be radiant in your presence. So I don't know what it has to do with your stocks. Maybe there's some clues in the actual stocks that you're trading, but yeah, it seems like a good omen. So run with it. Just invest wisely. Or the game, whatever you gotta do. Whatever that thing was. Oh, yeah, it was the virtual stock trading. So just be, the shining star and worship the right goddess. That's all you gotta do. Mm. Okay, for Philip, we got, I'm going to San Francisco this weekend for the conclave of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Have fun. Could I get a general reading from the witch oracle for a vibe I should bring with me? Well, guess what? We don't do oracles on choice anymore. We do the Wheel of Fortunes. And the Wheel of Fortunes will decide how to answer this oracle for you. So I may throw a witch for you at the end of the show if I'm feeling like it. But for now, we're just going to read what the Wheel of Fortunes tells me to read. Here we go. San Francisco. Digital diviner. What did it say? Digital diviner. So digital diviner is more of like a yes, no kind of thing. And I'm just going to say, will it be a good time? Will this be a good time? Because really that's what you want to know. Is this going to be worth my time to go to this? Am I going to enjoy it? Am I going to have satisfaction with all the money I spent, with all the time I spent, with all the emotional energy I spent? That's what you want to know. Is this going to be a good time? Well, here's what Dick Wood has to say. And I don't know if it's going to be good or not. You're going to have to interpret it your own way. Here we go. Uh, why not? Sure. Yeah, why not? Why not? It could be great. It could be awful. I think a lot of it has to do with your attitude going into it. So I feel like you can manifest an amazing trip. You just have to like put yourself into the right mindset ahead of time. And even if some crazy things happen, even if there's some bullshit that goes wrong, as long as you maintain a positive attitude, it could be a fun adventure. It could be a great story. It could be a formative lesson in your life. You just don't know. We're in eclipse season, so things are going to get wonky, but just know that you have the opportunity here to choose to have a good time. So, here's how you're going to do it. You're going to go into it saying, this is going to be a great trip. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to enjoy it. And anything that comes my way, I will overcome because I'm determined to have fun. And you're going to have fun. That's how it's going to work. So have fun. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. And you know what? Since you're like a returning visitor and you're so sweet, I will throw down a witch card for you. Just so you get a witchy inspiration on how to have a good time, right? Because sometimes you get a little bit bogged down in your day to day and you're just like, I don't know what to do. You need a little inspiration. So let's see what the witch oracle says about the trip. Just for funsies. Just because I can. Hang on. Hang on. Here we go. Bonus witch for Philip. Bonus witch is Celine. Oh, okay. I'm going to look this up because I'm not super familiar with this. I know it's moon goddess, but we want to know what the actual particulars are. So hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, God. S-E-L. Celine. Okay. And here's the picture in case you didn't see it the first time. Selene is a beautiful, powerful, and important goddess who seems to have lost herself in an unnecessary and unhealthy relationship based solely on looks and the memory of happiness. She may be a reminder that dwelling on the past only leads to bitterness and misery. And everything passes, even feelings of happiness. Allow feelings and relationships to come and go. Remain focused on what's here in the present. So, yes, this is like saying, you know what? Don't worry about your past trips to this city or your past dealings with some of these folks. You're going to have a great time. You are just going to like be in the moment and enjoy it for all it gives you. It's always going to give you a story. Always. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Patrick has a question. Was the boat crashing into the bridge a cyber attack or a psyop? Ooh, deep questions here on the OraCola tonight. Can't wait to see what the universe has to say. Looks like Lava showed up. Hey, Lava, good to see you. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Philip. You're welcome. All right. Have a good trip. All right, here we go. Bridge collapse, psyop, or something else. Oh, the witch oracle again. Wow. How funny. We normally don't get the witch oracle, so it's fun that the witches want to be heard this evening. We are in eclipse season and witchy things are abound. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Witch oracle for the boat crash. Cyber attack or psyop. So yeah, I get the cyber attack thing where the boat lost the power pretty much immediately and it got restored and then it lost it again. Like there was some, shady business with all that. I saw it. I watched the video. And then there's also the idea that it doesn't matter how it happened. What matters is the outcome and how people feel about it. I do think people will be traumatized by seeing how quickly that bridge collapsed after that boat seemingly didn't bump into it that hard. Like it wasn't running full steam ahead. It was kind of just like drifting into it and it hit it. And then the whole damn thing came down. That don't give me no confidence in no fucking bridges. So maybe it's that kind of psyop. But let's see what the witches have to say. Here we go. Oh, who is this? Pele. Ooh, Pele. Now, I know a little bit about Pele, but let's see what the witch oracle says because there could be some clues. I do know it has something to do with fire. There was fire, but not on the bridge. It just fucking collapsed. So, let's see what Pele has to say. Pele. Pele represents a passion and energy that may threaten to consume you and your relationships. Treat this newfound passion with respect, but don't let it overwhelm you. Pay close attention to the effect it has on those around you. Ask yourself if the energy you're embracing is having a positive effect on your life. Okay, so I think this has to do more with your interpretation of the events. Regardless of what actually happened, we may never know. Universe is asking you to be guarded around how you interpret things. So if you want to go off into a rabbit hole about some potential conspiracy, just be mindful that it may not be something that is useful or valuable and it could give you roadblocks. That's all. That's all. Just be cautious. Where there's smoke, there's usually fire, but you don't want to get burned. That's what I'm saying. You got to vibrate higher all the time because there's a lot of low energies out there trying to pull you down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was a big ass boat, but you know what? I would expect, here's what I would expect as a regular person, and maybe this is me being naive, but I would expect that the bridge over the place where the big ass boats is going through was built to withstand one of them big ass boats bumping into it. That's what I would expect. Now, I was proven wrong. And I'm so sorry that some people lost their lives and that traffic's going to be snarled for years and that, it's going to be a whole thing. But my expectations being ruined about all of this bridge business, that's what's really concerning me because I pass over bridges fairly frequently. I live in a town with water crossings. There are bridges over them. And I have been on bridges that are scary as fuck. Yes, I have. And I have been in the car on them bridges thinking, man, I'm so glad that I don't see no ships underneath because right now, if one of them hit the pillar, we'd be down. That shit happened in Corpus Christi not too long ago, maybe 20, 30 years ago. It's happened before. So this is not a new thing. It's just a thing that happens occasionally, like a plane crash. You might be on a bridge, just going to your job, and suddenly some boat underneath it like barrels into the thing and the whole damn thing comes down. And you're like, God damn, why did they build this thing to sustain that? This is the wrong time to be trying to think about your congressman writing to them. Wrong time is when you're free falling from the bridge into the icy cold water below. It's a terrible tragedy. Terrible. And I don't know why the whole damn thing fell down instantly when one pillar got struck. One pillar, y'all. One pillar. That seems like an engineering fail to me. That seems like it wasn't very well thought out to me. I mean, I could see one or two sections coming down, especially the ones adjacent. But the whole damn thing, like boom, 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 boom. Girl, that's some shoddy bridge work there. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's why I don't drive a car. I just don't want to be in a car when that happens. At least if I'm on a bike, I can try to dive over the wreckage and get to a spot where I could swim to the shore. In a car, you're fucked. You're fucked. Yeah, build back better bridges for sure. Absolutely. I hope so. I wish they would, but they never seem to invest in our infrastructure. I wonder why. Could this be part of the planned demolition of our society? Could be. Could be. Let the whole infrastructure go to shit. Let just all kind of chaos reign. And, eventually the whole damn thing will come apart at the seams and we could buy it up for pennies on the dollar and implement draconian laws. And then, boom, we're living in the Hunger Games or 1984 or, whatever that ancient thing that predicted it, AKA, 60, 70 years ago said. All right. Well, the bridge was built in 1977, according to the man. So it ain't that old. But yeah, it's actually it's an older bridge. I mean, it's younger than me. Not by much, but it's younger than me. And the fact that it just collapsed so completely, it don't give me a whole lot of faith in the fact that, I'm still here. What if I just got hit in the wrong way, in the wrong spot, and then suddenly it just all went up in flames? You just don't know. You just don't know. Yeah, way too busy building the infrastructure of other countries, Ukraine. Yeah, and anything in Central and South America when we was trying to build up their, fake government, which is actually our government, so we could funnel drugs and arms and shit through their you know, rebels. I know about that. So many people don't. It's a shame. It's a shame. Because once you take the scales off your eyes, you can never go back. You can never go back. You can pretend that you don't know, but you always know. You always fucking know. All right. It's 9:48, y'all. I do not have a lotto ticket. If y'all had a question that you wanted answered, I think I got all of them so far. Yeah. Put it in the chat, all caps. I'm happy to do it any old time. You know how I am. Maybe I'll do some more tea. Just get some more tea. Okay. When you get your wake up, it's very painful spending time with normies who don't see it. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's horrible. It's horrible. But, I've had over 20 years for me to get over this whole thing. I now exist with the normies in a way where I just give them love. When they come up to me and they start spouting their bullshit about whatever thing they saw in the mainstream news, and I'm like, in my head, in my mouth, and in my eyes, I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, I heard. Oh, my goodness. What do you think about that? Wow. Oh, I know. Well, everything just sucks. Everything sucks. This is the whole conversation I have with people like that. In the meantime, in my head, I have things going on, but I don't let it show because it ain't going to do no good. Because here's the thing about awakening. You cannot force somebody to become awakened, just like you cannot force an addict to get help. They have to choose it on their own. They have to find it on their own. And if they don't find it on their own, there is no fucking way you're going to help them find it. All you can do is be a role model and a beacon of energy. And this is how I try to think about it now. So I don't try to think about how I can say words to influence or do actions to influence people. I just try to be energetically how they might want to think about being. So when they come up to me with their bullshit and it's obviously causing them stress, I could see it on their face. I could see the anxiousness in their body language. I try to send out vibes of, you don't got to think about it like that. It's okay. It's going to be fine. And I don't have to worry about the specifics. I just have to say it's going to be fine because I know when they get to the other side of it, hopefully if they do, when they get to the other side of it, they will know it's going to be fine. Knowing the truth, and you got to go through that dark night of the soul and then come up for air. And when you come up for air, that's when you're like, you know what? This is all bullshit, but we do not have to succumb to being dragged down by the bullshit. We don't have to be that horse in the never ending story that gave up because it just decided it was going to drown in the mud. No, 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 no. We are better than that. We're actually going to get out of this muck and get out to the other side and get to ride the fucking dragon. That's what happens when you keep hope alive and you don't get bogged down in the man's bullshit. Anyway, as I was saying, there's some tea. What is this? Oh my God. First Lady Boys. Now, this is a fun conspiracy that I have indulged in a little bit. And I think there is enough juice there to give the hint of sweetness to a plausibility, but I don't know if any of it is true. However, not only has our former First Lady been accused of being a man, but also the French current First Lady is accused of being a man. And this is a new thing that's come up, and it's a wild conspiracy. So if you're, bored on a Saturday and you ain't got nothing to do for a few hours, dive into this shit Because let me tell you, you ain't going to come out smelling like a rose. There is so much dirty stuff going on. Anyway, apparently the first lady of France, who is already a suspect person because she's obviously a pedophile. Oh, I don't know if I could say that word, that minor attracted person who hooked up with her current husband when he was just a teenager and she was his teacher many years his senior. That's not gross. No, it's not gross. That's normal. That's normal. That's not normal. I'm sorry. That's fucked up. But to add a layer of fucked up to this pie of shame, apparently now there is some deep speculation that this person, this first lady, is actually was born not a woman. Wow. I mean, wow. The fact that we get two of these conspiracies about first ladies of prominent countries in within a span of a few years is mind-boggling to me because first of all, it would have never occurred to me that this was a thing that could happen. It never would have crossed my mind ever until it first came out. And then I'm like, well, I mean, she is kind of tall. I mean, I don't know. I ain't seen her in person. Usually when you see somebody in person, you can get a vibe about them. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this is also happening in France. And I don't know if this is some dark web funny joke. I don't know if this is some Russian propaganda. I don't know what it is. All I know is that first lady boys have become a trend. And I cannot wait to see what next country is on the list for the first lady boy treatment because I'm here for it, y'all. I'm here for this. This is the kind of gossip I want to hear. I don't want to hear about celebrities raping children and trafficking children to sustain their weird Hollywood cult. I don't want to hear about that. That's old and boring. I want to hear about first lady boys. I want to hear about all the first ladies in the world that are actually boys. I want to hear about that. So please, universe, if there's more first lady boy news to put out there, I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Bring it on. Yeah. 9:55. That did not kill a whole lot of time, but I think that's all I need to say about that because I probably already got canceled retrospectively in the future, you know. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, like I said, it's 9:56. I can do a little collective reading. I'll do that for the collective. See if there's any energy the collective needs to hear. I don't know if the Wheel of Fortunes is going to let me know that this is a good idea because it could give me an option that's not really good for this, but let's find out. OraCola's choice. Okay, well, you know what? Since it's the spring and we're all in rutting season, I'm going to choose the pornacle. Hey. So yeah, we're going to do some pornacle. This is our erotic, sexual, whatever energy for the rest of the eclipse season. Kind of like in the middle of it. We're in the thick of it. Let's see what we got. So we got to do a random number again. Hold up. There are 755 pages in the pornacle, and we just get a number. Page 21. Oh my goodness. This could be some cave art. We might be going back to basics here. Let's see. Page 21 in the pornacle is, for the collective, our spring rutting season. All right, here it is. This is it. Loads of big dick energy. That's what we need. We need some big fucking dick energy right there. And not just our own dick. We need to have dick energy that we can carry around. Like we need extra big dick energy this spring. It is Aries season. It's the ram season. There's a ramrod of a dick right there. So yeah, go boldly forth and ram through things because it's your time. Do not be shy. Go out there and get all the Easter eggs. Get them all. Just knock them kids over. If they're in your way, do not be kind. Do not be patient. Just sabotage them bitches. Just get to the front. You have the biggest stick. Therefore, you are the most deserving. This is the energy we need to have in this season. So, y'all, don't be shy. Get out there and thrust into prominence. There's your message from the universe. You need some of that big dick energy. Oh my goodness. Oh, big gig energy. I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. I have no clue. Zero clue. I'm going to scroll up real here. Oh, I don't think I have any other questions. Nope, no other questions. Well, that's just fine and dandy. If any of y'all have one, I got a chance to answer it right now. Otherwise, I might say something else that might get me canceled. So either or, up to y'all, up to y'all, up to y'all. Yes, thrust, 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 thrust. It's such a fun word to say if you can roll your R's. Thrust, thrust, thrust. And by the way, I don't know if this made a difference. I did do some audio settings on my microphone. I don't know if it's going to change the way it sounds, if there's crackly noises coming through, if you can even hear them, or if it's only on the playback. I don't know. I'm just saying I did change some settings. We'll see how it turns out. But that's all I did different tonight. That's the only thing. Just that. So all right. Well, it's 10 o'clock. I do have a couple more minutes because I was a little bit late. So what do I do? What do I do? Do we do another collective reading? Is that what we do? Do we beg people to like and subscribe like, everybody else does? I mean, that's boring. Y'all have already liked and subscribed. So, oh, we got a question. Last minute question. Here we go. Goog, what will my salary increase be like this year? Well, hopefully it's very good. But let's see what the universe has to say. Oh my God, the witch again. 3 times. Triple witch energy. We got to admire the fact that the witches want to be heard tonight. Don't deny the witches. All right. Triple witch energy. We got a question about the monies. The monies, honeys. If you got the money, honey, I got the time. You got the money, honey, I got the time. Okay. Let's see. Which will it be? Which witch will answer this question? Let's find out. There we go. All right. Salary increase. Which witch will answer? Circe. I feel like we got a lot of sea energy tonight. Big cunt energy. Hey. So let's see what Circe's myth says. I do remember it a little bit, but I want to be sure I get it right. So, Circe. Hold up. She's at the beginning here. Hold on. Circe. Circe has a calm inner strength that allows her to let in relationships that give her joy and let go of them when they no longer serve her. Her quiet life spent among nature helps her find this inner peace and power. Spend some time outside to slow down and get perspective. Yeah, here's the thing. So she's not portrayed as somebody who's very good at what she does. Like she's a seductress, she's evil, but she also has these other qualities where she's just like, you know what, I'm just doing my thing. So I think as far as like getting the money, you just need to be yourself. You need to be unapologetically yourself and not give a shit whether anybody thinks that you're doing it right or wrong. And if you know that positive energy that you're putting out as yourself, that positive, I'm secure in myself, I'm confident, I'm contributing to the team, but I don't have to be like, indoctrinated into any crap. That energy is going to give you the aura of somebody who has big dick energy, as we discussed earlier. And that is going to entice whoever has control over your salary to be inclined to give you that money because they're like, God damn, I can't compete with this big dick. I need to pay them tribute. So, yeah, there's your answer on that. All right. Well, y'all, I have been here an hour, and this is time for me to go home and go to bed and get rid of all this makeup and walk the dog and take a leak and all the things that I do after this show is over. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this Wednesday night. Yeah, I love it that y'all show up every Wednesday. This is like family for me. This is like home. This is like therapy almost. It's like a little bit of commune time with the peoples, even though y'all are in various places far away. We're all here together, and I love it. I love that we get to share our energy. So thank you for showing up yet again. Tell your friends about the show if you like it. Of course, share it, all that. I will be hanging out here in Austin, Texas for the next few weeks until I go out of town for a couple weeks. So remember, if you want me to drop some content while I'm out of town and you have some ideas about it, put it in your email. Send me an email, and I will get your suggestion and maybe make that show. Because I feel like I need to give y'all something while I'm away, and I need to make it ahead of time. And we're coming up on the deadline. So remember, if you had an idea, send me an email, shoot me a direct message on Instagram or Facebook. Say, hey, I'd like to see this content, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll make it for you. This is the glory of being in on the ground level with a rising superstar. Is that you get your thing done in the beginning, and you don't have to fight through all them people and don't have to fight through the publicist and the agent and all that shit. So take advantage while you can. All right. I love y'all so much. I will see y'all next week, 9 p.m. on youtube.com/channel RCola. Love y'all. Bye.